Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is That Caveman Guy, and I just wanted to run through a couple of things people are talking about. Just thought I'd give my 2 cents. First thing is the new Borderlands WWE 2K mashup, if you want to call it that. 3 cards that they're going to have in the ringside pass: Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, CM Punk. I don't know anything about Borderlands. I've never gotten into it, not a fan. So for me, it does nothing. And I understand the people that are upset that they put time into that versus time into adding more wrestlers that are actually real wrestlers. You know, you've got wrestlers that work for WWE that aren't in the game. Robert Roode, Michael PSAs, Tyson Kidd, Petey Williams, Jamie Noble is a smaller name. I think Shayna Baszler just became a producer. Um, there's a lot of people that work with the company. Jason Jordan, the American Alpha Tag Team. Why don't we have them? You know, there's a lot of people that actually work with the company or may even have Legends deals with the company that aren't in the game. Why? Surprise us and add some of those people. Find a way to get Perry Saturn, Raven, Alex Wright, Glacier. I don't know. Some of these WCW guys signed to a Legends deal and get them on. You know, and then there's tag teams that have been on that aren't anymore. Bushwhackers, the Nasty Boys. I think Legion of Doom, the World Warriors are a little bit tougher from what I've heard. There's been legal issues between, I don't know if it was Hawk's family or who it was, but I think there's been issues there, unfortunately. But Harlem Heat, Booker T works with the company. Doesn't Stevie Ray have a Legends deal? Why don't we see them in there? Some of these older tag teams would be great to see in there, and I don't understand why. There were the Godwins. That's a little bit of a lesser known tag team. I mean, you had to have been watching a ways back, but when was the last time Bob Backlund was in a game? I mean, there's so many names you can come up with. There's people who watched ECW will have names from ECW. You know, there's tons of names that could be added in, and some of them that they absolutely can do because they work for the company, like I said, and I don't know, they don't have them in there. They don't feel like it's worth the time, or I don't know. So I understand the frustration. And I also understand the people that are fans of Borderlands that think, hey, it's kind of cool. You know, I like it. I don't see myself using it that much. I feel like it's a lot like the Manifestation. I always thought that was a stupid card, a stupid character to add in. It's ugly, and I never wanted to use it. I got the Galaxy Opal Manifestation last year, and it probably was one of the better female cards I had for a time, but I didn't want to use it. It's ugly. It's not a real wrestler. I just had no interest in it. I'm not into those things. Some people are, and that's fine, but it's not for me. And I get the people that are frustrated. I do think the one way that they could make it right and try to make everyone happy is have a live event attached to each one of those Persona cards. So a person takes, say, the CM Punk Borderlands card, right? It's rated at an 80 or whatever. They go in, play a live event, maybe a one-on-one or whatever, and they win another CM Punk card, a Ruby, and maybe that's rated at an 82 or an 84. So you get the Persona, but you also get another CM Punk card that you can use instead of that Persona, right? Or give us the masked straight edge CM Punk. Whatever. You know, same thing with Rhea. Let us get another Rhea card in the live events that we can use if we don't want to use the Borderlands card. Becky Lynch too. So they're, you know, and they may very well have live events ready to go set up with those. I don't know. But that would be one way to try to keep everybody happy. So I hope that they do something like that. I hope that they can come through for us and give us other options, give us some other cards that we can play with other than these Borderlands ones. The entrances, yeah, they look pretty cool, but again, it's just not for me. If I'm playing in Universe, I'm not going to play with them. And I just don't know that I'm going to play them, in my faction that much. I don't know. Maybe if they have good badges and they, you know, dominate, I guess maybe some people will use them. Maybe I would. I don't know. But hopefully they make it right. Hopefully they have some good surprises in the ringside pass tomorrow. I'm excited to see. I hope. But there are ways that they can improve this year if they just put some extra effort into it. I think the same thing can be said for Faction Wars. Faction Wars used to be way better. So many people have talked about it. It had the tiered system where you could earn tokens, you could earn MFP, you could earn cards occasionally, and then you'd get a briefcase where you could get possibly a card, you could get more MFP, and so you could earn a lot of stuff there. Now you don't. I mean, you get MFP from the matches you play, but you don't earn anything extra. You don't get the briefcase. You don't earn any tokens. It's just, when you go to the treasure boxes, treasure tests, I guess it is, they could have MFP or tokens or something in there as a surprise once in a while. They could give you more. They just choose not to. They could have briefcases or tokens that you could buy instead of buying the cards. Take a chance at a briefcase, see what you get in it. Buy tokens. There's many things that they could do to add to Faction Wars to improve it. Will they? I don't know. You hope, but they just seem to want to keep taking things away and make it harder to earn MFP and harder to grind and just have fun with the game. They're slowly sucking all the fun out of it. So it's frustrating. That's the state of the game right now, unfortunately. But I wanted to cover that. And then the other topic I wanted to cover real quick is Wrestlemania packs. They actually have better odds than previous packs. Part of that is because you've got rubies now, and then sapphire and emerald. So you've got 3 different tiers, and you're going to have odds for ruby, odds for sapphires, and odds for emerald. And then, of course, the Superstar Series cards, too. But it seems like they're better, all right? I bought 3 packs, and I won 2 packs in the live events with the WrestleMania live event that's in there, the 2-on-2. The first pack I bought, I got a Jada, an emerald, but I got a WrestleMania card out of it right away. And she is a striker, so I was able to do the Ken Shamrock live event. The second pack was, and these are deluxe packs, it was Squadouche. I mean, there wasn't much in there. There might have been a gold card that I already had that I got MFP for, but that was it. I played some Faction Wars, accrued some more MFP, and decided to buy one more. And I got lucky and I got the Ruby Jacob Fatu. So I was able to then take him and Jada and play the 2-on-2, and you get a basic pack and a deluxe pack in that live event if you play it all 4 times. And so the basic pack, I got Red, I think is her name, one of those fake names, emerald card. So I got another WrestleMania card. And then in the deluxe pack that I got from the live event, I got Red again. And I might have got a gold card or something too that gave me MFP. So technically 4 out of 5 packs I got a WrestleMania card. Now the red one duplicated. It was twice. And it was all emerald except for the Jacob Fatu. So it's not like you're getting great cards necessarily, but the odds are better. You do have more of a chance to get those actual WrestleMania cards. 23% emerald in the deluxe packs, 20% sapphire, 10% ruby. Those are pretty good odds. Ruby not as much, obviously, but they're better than what they had for us for the other packs. So if you built up some MFP, you know, most of the times, so far throughout the season, I would say don't bother. They're worthless. You don't get anything out of them. The WrestleMania packs have been better. So give it a whirl. You know, if you got some MFP, buy a couple, see what you get. At the very least, maybe you get a striker and you can do the Ken Shamrock live event. It sucks that the other live event is a 2-on-2. I hate it when they do that because then you have to try to get 2 WrestleMania cards or whatever the packs are. And it's just idiotic. It's bad enough that you got to get special cards to do certain live events, world tours, etc. But to have to get 2 of them from the packs just to play a live event, and the live event just gives you more of those packs. It's just kind of redundant, and I don't know. It's frustrating, but that is the way it is. There's not a real good grind method. I mean, you can't really grind. If you want to earn MFP, Faction Wars is one way. Goof around with that. Just go back and play some more weekly towers, even if you've already beat them. Play them again, or World Tour for fun. And if you want to build up your VC, if you used a lot of it, the island is a way to do that. They have tower runs. If you haven't done it, and I plan to put out a video to just give sort of the basics on the island, but the island has runs just like you have in Faction Wars. They're tower runs is what they call them. They look the same way as a Faction Wars run, basically. And instead of having 5 stages, you have 3. For every single match you beat, you get 150 VC. There's a daily goal of 100 that you get 150 VC for if you make it. You get it once, obviously, and then a weekly where you get 1,000 VC. So I mean, you can go in and do one match, 150 VC for the daily, 150 for the win, and then 1,000 if you get the weekly one done all in one match, and you can get 1,300 VC. So that's one way to do it. Obviously, the weekly and the daily are only going to be able to be done once. But there are ways to earn VC there. Like I said, I'll do a basic tutorial there for people that just haven't gotten into it and don't know a lot about it. And this is someone who might have mentioned in a previous video. I don't really do much with creating wrestlers. I don't do creations in general. I download them, but I don't create anyone myself. It just takes a lot of time, and I'm not patient enough. So I very quickly use a template and throw some attire on, this and that, and call it good. And I've got a created wrestler to use in those modes. So the island, my rise, etc. So that'll be a video in the next couple of days. Going to try to keep putting more videos out, whether people watch them or not. Just kind of fun to do once in a while. So, but that's all I've got right now. If you build up some MFP, like I said, try WrestleMania pack. They've been pretty good. So it's nice to see decent pack odds for once with what we've had so far. So I think that's all I've got. Not a heck of a lot going on until tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to let you go, and I appreciate everybody listening if you did listen. And hopefully have another video out in the next day or two. All right. Thanks.